The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel.
I'm sorry you gotta do this way, bro.
Fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Olivier Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Running is Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well,
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
22 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there. Henry runs the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Throwing again. Stafford. Forced out to his left. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On the handle.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Watson on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kenyon Drake, his his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Down, Stafford here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, Stafford gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down at Stafford. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you're playing Little League baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't good. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
There. But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Ball carrier.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Watson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And goal, Drake, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Hello.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
A gain of 55 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Stafford. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Another try for Barkley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. CD Lamb as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Niners 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson looking for the end zone. And he's going to look down one-handed. What a catch for a touchdown.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you can play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. Reception here by Ruggs. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
From the gun, Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a short one to Gesicki. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson looking downfield for Godwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
On the coverage.
A A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On first down, Drake. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of first. Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return. And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
That's some bullshit.
So the turnover first, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's work done. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Throwing again, it's Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
For the field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So we're against
You can't do that with Ruggs. I don't know why you keep doing
This
that.
is symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Stafford on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverage.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Complete to
Henry Ruggs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points. And you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming in. I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right?
A big seam, and he might go all the way. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big...
They're not running on us unless they hold
for
it.
them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Right back to Drake. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into it. Not a good play at all.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Watson on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Drake. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. But no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Steps away to his, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now, he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Come on, bring it, baby, bring it. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Buccaneers 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next possession. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. He'll let this go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Always a touchdown, Tampa Bay. Henry runs with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Now Stafford will come up trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion. From the gun, Stafford. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
27.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And now Watson throws another interception. Desmond King picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This will make it into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll fire deep down, and this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Forgive the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
She says, I was never supposed to get
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the winning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to let it fly.
You're going to take it to trial. She's going to get on the stand.
That is incomplete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived.
So you're not in a situation where the facts matter that much.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford going to throw deep for the end zone. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Stafford. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Henry Ruggs with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Niners 52, Buccaneers 41. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with two remaining. We'll be back after this. From the red zone now, Watson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Desmond King picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. Two picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Stafford. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play call, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So first and 10 now from the 30. Watson down to throw. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Final score, Niners.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, It's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Team, up in the camp,